Okay, 10 seconds.
I promise to take you to the most wonderful places on earth here. If I can take her in this creation, it must be love.
All right, welcome everybody to Kamisha Reviews. This is kind of a noon interview, which I know that I am one of the hardest working YouTubers on here. I look, y'all know I blog in the daytime and I work overnight. Okay.
I go hard, I go hard, bitch, I go hard, I go hard, I go hard, bitch, I go hard, I go hard, I go.
Let me just first say that the Ready to Love franchise and the OWN network has shown me so much love, especially I will say this season, this cast. I know we all from Texas, but for some reason I completely bonded with this Houston cast. It's really crazy, not like in a bad way, but I feel like that almost every cast member that I have corresponded with season has literally completely welcomed me in and have been so forthcoming. I just, I feel like they fam, and I think it's how we do it out here in the South anyway. So welcome to, I'm just saying to the chat, welcome to everyone come to the chat. Make sure you guys come on in, please, and hit that like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. And of course, this should not have to be said, but I'm gonna say it anyway. We all respect the guests on the channel and the hosts and the moderators and members in the chat. Just everyone, period. I'm so about respect and when was a pyramid, point blank, period. Okay. I will not negate with that, point blank. I don't have a problem with that. I just always say it so nobody will say, oh, you didn't say that. Okay. So here we go. Let me go ahead and bring the queen, Miss Stacy, on. Should be coming on here, you guys. If you have any questions at the end of the live, or anything you want to add, just jump into questions. I will put the questions on the screen. I know that it's midday. People are probably at work, on lunch break, or whatever. So you will be catching this replay. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and bring Miss Stacy on.
Hi.
Hey, mama. I'm so sorry for all the confusion. Y'all, y'all know I keep it real. Look, I was over here struggling. She thought she was struggling. I was struggling back here.
Girl, it was me.
No. I'm saying to me because I'm trying to look. I have to work overnight tonight, so I'm doing the upload for another show I'm doing, and it wasn't going fast enough. So I'm doing that, trying to go in here. My mom was there. I was like, I got 5 minutes. Well, I'm super, super happy that you took some time out your busy schedule to come on my little platform. First of all, let me say that. And thank you so much, Stacy. I appreciate it.
No, thank you. Beautiful. I'm so honored to meet you kind of in person.
I know, right? Right. Look, yeah. I'm telling you guys, behind the scenes, this Houston cast, I'm telling you, no, it's all Houston. That's all I feel. The one thing I know about being from Texas and from Louisiana is the people. And this cast is true Houston. It's like, I mean, really true.
I don't know why they try to play us weak. Like, we're just like some old boring.
Let me
put in blog. I was like,
Let me be candid, because I've done reviews in the last 3 seasons. If I'm gonna be real, and this is nothing, no shade to nobody else, but this is my favorite season. It reminds me of the first season. And it's not giving me the clout chasing tease as the previous season. You don't have to respond to that. This is me speaking. This is my opinion. And I'm going to leave it there.
Okay.
First of all, how you doing, everybody in the chat? One thing I wanted to ask you, because you're a beautiful woman, and that has nothing to do with anything, but I have to say that. What made you get on this unconventional way of dating, getting to know, guys or whatever. What made you get on the show? Honestly.
Okay, like honestly, my friends always try to hook me up. Like literally, my friends' husbands they've been wanting me to go on group trips and everything because I'm that fun, bubbly friend. I'm Catholic. So clearly I ain't about to meet nobody at church.
Right.
I'm not a man in my church. So I also go to Baptist church as well. And no one approaches me. I don't know why people are so afraid to approach me. Because I feel like probably out of the entire cast, I'm probably the most approachable woman out of all of us. Like I'm just so nice, And then one of my friends saw this going on in Houston. And so they were like, Stacy, you need to apply for this. And I was like, oh, okay, what is there to lose? Because I've been trying to do everything else. So let me try something different. Maybe I'm doing something wrong and the show can kind of guide me into how to do things right.
Wow. Okay, I don't think there's anything wrong with trying something different. In Texas, dating, people don't get it. I haven't dated in a long time. And I know because I do grind a lot. But before that, when I tried to step out before the pandemic, it was trash. I would say that. People think in Texas, oh, it's so bigger and so much bigger. And a lot of people don't let that fool you. Texas dating is it's not that great.
Girl, it's like this is how I feel. Like literally, this is how I feel. I feel like the women in Texas, like the women in Houston, like we're all playing flag football, and all we do is snatching red flags all day, just snatching them, and we can't ever find a man because all we got is their red flags.
Oh my God. Period. Ooh, look, y'all, that was some tea. That was right on point. Period. Point blank, period. That is exactly how I feel about that. So with that being said, and you are like, I think me and my co-host spoke about you the very first day. I said Stacy didn't have to do anything. It was just her demeanor. And I guess what you were saying, approachable. When she walked out with that red, I was like, oh, she didn't have to do anything else. It was just classy. It was her walk. It was like I said, she's gonna be on my top. And you still are. I said my top the very first hour I watched. I said she's got this. So the one scene that I think I tagged you in it, and I said you was a smooth criminal, and you was. When Ida came and sat over there, and you was like, Ida.
When she came to David, right? When she came to David, we were outside.
Right.
And I grabbed David.
He was like, well, she got to be over here. I was like, well, look, she was keeping it real. I mean, just being real. I said, she's not like, that's what it showed her genuine because she'd been like, oh, okay, hey. She was like, no, I'm doing something right now. Just like when you maneuvered your way when y'all was cooking and you went over to Dietrich. I was like, bro, that was super smooth. Now, if a dude did that, they'd be like, oh, that's cool. But when she did it, I was like, to me, that was a smooth criminal moment because
David was my little Rice Krispie treat. I was like, oh, okay, you still coming with me though. She can sit down, but you over here.
Facts. Look, yeah. Let me ask you a question. When you smoothed over when y'all was cooking, left from KG, was it you just maneuvering yourself, or were you just trying to get to know everybody in that little date y'all were doing? Somebody's laughing in the chat.
That's the moment. I said this, so I don't know if the scene's passed, so I hope they don't hear it now. But at the time, the conversation was getting a little bit dry, but it was dry.
Okay. And everyone kind of figured that it wasn't like
no shade, because I know Kyra looked like she can make mac and cheese for Thanksgiving, honey. So it's but that mac and cheese, I was just kind of like, I mean, I needed him to give me like a little bit more, and I felt like it was unfair to me because here I am being honest and open, and like one thing about this show. That has really brought me. I know I'm a social butterfly, right?
Right.
You gotta remember, I'm a mama bear, so I'm a protect mine.
Yeah, she's a mama. Yeah, beautiful kids, beautiful children.
I'm protect mine. So for me to just be on a spot where I have to automatically open up and we got to go for the gusto because we only have 5 minutes to do it. Like for me to do that, it's a lot. And I feel like in that moment, he was appreciating me being real with him. And he was just surface level talking, And I'm one of those time people. So if I make time and I'm giving you my time, make something of the time. But when he didn't, your girl had to bounce.
Oh wow. Well, actually, that's pretty astute because I'm like this. If I'm sitting here talking to you, and I only got like 4 minutes. Like Yvonne says, I only got 4 minutes. Okay, and them 3 minutes you talking about nothing. Yeah, I'm about to be out. I'm not gonna lie. I get that because see the thing about it, I talked to Khalil last night. I feel like y'all not have enough time because he was saying you got it's like speed dating. You got 4 minutes. Next one. I'm like, how in the world? And I know speed dating is a thing. It does happen, but how in the world do you get to know each person, because you don't really get a whole lot of time, it sounds like.
Well, I think in the first couple shows, like the first couple that we've all have watched together, because this is the first time that I'm watching it too. And that Ida got a bad rap, but I think she got caught up in time as well, because when we're in these little mixers like this, we're like, okay, time rotate. You know what I mean? Because you got to get to know people. And so like in the instances when you've seen me move and you've seen me go, hey, let me borrow AJ real quick, it was me capitalizing on unused time. Because I was like, I'm not just going to sit here and look at you. I need to make the most out of these few minutes because I know that this brunch is only this long. And somebody got to go home.
See,
I need to meet my people because I'm here for love.
Look, oh my God, Stacy is she made me goosebumps when she said it, because that's a real, excuse my language, that was a real last statement. She's looking for love, and like Lady of Class in the chat just said, use your time wisely because you don't have much time for what you're saying. So, wow. I know you can't. I'm not going to ask you. I'm smart. I'm not going to ask you for any tea for the future. I'm not going to ask you any of that. I'm just going to talk about what's going on with you and this and everything. Being on this reality show, do you feel is this your first reality TV, or have you done other stuff before?
So about 8 years ago, I did The Amazing Race. It's a CBS show with my cousin where we raced around the world for a chance to win $1 million. I'm not a serial reality show chick. I'm just super competitive, and at that time, like it was like one of our bucket list things, and we were turning 30 at the time, and we were like, okay, let's do something we never thought we'd do. And we did it, and we made it, and we finished in the middle, but it was a wonderful experience. I think the tea on that was, I think that was my very first experience in production.
Okay.
In a production area where I felt Black. Because you go through these things and you're like, I'm racing around the world, I'm meeting these new cultures, and then on your downtime and when you're trying to grab food and you're mixing and mingling with the other the other teams and production, we felt Black. You know what I mean?
See, this is what I was gonna say too, because I when I cover reality TV as a Black woman, I have to cover our part as well, and I have always felt like that the people of color of reality TV, whether it be a competition, I think you'd be good on Big Brother, side note, but reality TV, that we don't get as much shine. And I've always posed this question, I've gotten negative feedback behind it. I know it's not true, it's all the same, but then I hear other people speak, yourself included. Do you feel that you guys do get treated differently behind the scenes? Not that we can see it, by production. I know this is a Black network, but you've been on 2. So you kind of can speak on different experiences.
Right. So the reason why I was like, okay, let me give this a second chance. I felt safe with Lighthearted and Will Packard and Oprah. I felt like, okay, I can actually accomplish what I want to accomplish. Like I can get this full experience, and behind the scenes, I don't have to feel any other kind of way. I'm on a cast full of my people. And, even some of the production is a totally diverse group of people who appreciate you and your Blackness. And I'll shout out to all the producers, to Will and Tommy and Oprah and all of the camera guys and the mic people, they were on the journey. Like, you can tell they're just as vested in finding a couple and finding relationships as you are. Like, they are like in it to win it too. Like, I totally hands down appreciate and respect this entire crew.
Wow. So if you, well, I'm not gonna do that, but as far as the comparison to the production, you pretty much named it. That the other production you did not feel the same exact way as
No.
you obviously felt on here. Okay,
I felt safe. I felt very safe, and I felt like, you know, like each of us as an individual, we're being honored, you know, and being able to present ourselves. Now, some of us, they might be different people after the fact. Like,
right.
I got to know some people. I felt like I got to know on the show some people, and then after we're done filming, I know some days I be so confused. I'm like, well,
that's not who you presented on the show, or when I met you, or whatever.
See, I'm the person who you see me every time you see me, whether we're filming or not. I'm gonna be the same person since I was like 8 years old, like same Stacy. But like, for us to some people like in a month or two, and you're a whole different person. I'm like,
wow. Well, trust me, it's like that in the blogger world. It's like that out here.
I'm like, well, the person on the show you, or is this you? And you just, I don't know.
See, that's kind of I like her. Cause see, y'all, everybody in the chat, as you can tell, Stacy keeps it 100%. And I look, I fell in love with her when I first saw that red outfit on. But even
Delta, girl.
Hold up, even with the things that she was saying, she was 100%. Plus, I identify with mothers anyway, and I said she has. And I saw her story when she gave her background on about the kids and about her son. I cried, and I never said that to you. I don't know why I didn't. I forgot, but. Because I have 2 boys of my own, and and this is a side note. Yeah, this is my tea now. But with quarantine, I had my younger son, who was a football track star. I had to take him out of school for the entire year, his senior year. So he missed everything, and that crushed me because I'm a sports mom, track mom, the main one yelling, all this kind of stuff. And so I identified. It's 2 different subjects, but just the fact that you spoke about your son and how he was there for you, that touched me because my boys have been here for me a lot. My daughter too, but talking about the boys have been here a lot for me this year. So you are a mama bear, and that's why I'm like, we right here. So how has the show affected the babies?
Oh my gosh, my kids love it. Like, they be like, ooh, who'd you go out with today? What do you look like? Because like me, I kind of give everybody nicknames anyway. Like Papa was the nickname I gave him from the moment I first saw him, you know?
Right.
So it's like I kind of like give everybody like little fun, you know, like 30 little nicknames. But my kids, they're totally vested. Like, the amazing thing about them is that they want someone for me. They want me to find someone. I think they look around and, you know, they watch TV and they see people, moms and holding hands and people hugging that. And I think they want that for me. And so it's just been my mission now to say, okay, I had to get myself in a place where I can receive it. And then I'm like, okay, now let me give them what they want. I'll make sure it's the best one they have. And this is this was the conversation AJ and I were having when Ida interrupted us on the sofa. Because I was telling him, like, I mean, AJ's story is, you know, he's 30, 38, 37, 38.
Okay.
He's never been married. And he had expressed to me that he never think that he would be interested in a woman that had kids or that had been
interesting.
Because, you know, like, you'd have to ask him about that. So he was like, you really changed my perspective on that, because I'm like, listen, my kids have a father. My kids are fine. The thing about my kids is that anybody that deals with me, you have to be prepared to experience love and support on another level. Because my kids, some lightweight thugs, like this junior mafia over here. So if they mama roll with you, they're going to love you and they're going to roll with you like to the end. Like,
exactly. Right. They got your back 100%. They won't just let anybody come in your life anyway, period.
Anyway, yeah, anybody that I do introduce to them, finally, they are just going to So I hope whatever guy it is, he's prepared to receive the type of love, like just free, caring, just innocent love that my kids have to give. And in my children's defense, same as my mom, my aunts, my uncles, I have a whole squad that's waiting for me to bring somebody home. So whoever the guy is, he has to be ready to receive so much love and support as well.
Wow. And see, so this is what I'm saying. People don't understand that, especially when you have children, it's not as, and I don't care how old the kids are, it's not easy to just say I'm gonna date, because you have to consider so many things. Plus, being on the reality TV show, you have to consider that as well. And the fact that your kids and everyone supporting you is such a beautiful thing. Yeah. Somebody in the chat, one of my members says, Vita the Diva says, were you surprised that some people felt that you shouldn't have allowed your oldest son to stay back from college? Wow, I didn't even know that.
Well, I did see a lot of commentary about that, which is fine. I know a lot of kids who have like skip years or whatever. So I have two comments on that. Well, probably three. Number one, I did have a lot of people coming for me talking about these single moms putting like the stress of being the head of household on their sons. That's not me. Stacy did not make that comment. My son is not the head of the household. He will fall back when the queen speaks. Number one.
Period.
Number two, I have worked hard my entire life. I worked hard so that I can break generational cycles and curses of, if your child ain't ready to go out into the real world, don't kick him out there so he can continue to fumble and fall. I don't believe in that. That's off the jump. So in my son's defense, he wasn't ready to just be out there on his own. However, thirdly, he attends junior college here. He commutes to school. I don't think they fully showed that part. But
I think I heard that part, and I was like, my son does junior college. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think anything that you said was, to me, incorrect at all. I'm sorry.
There's nothing wrong with junior college or him staying home. And I think that part of us as our culture, we just got to learn sometimes how to take a step back. I think life has made us adapt to the world's timeline of things. If they ain't ready, they ain't ready to go. That's why we worked hard. So they can stay in this room another year and get a job and go to school, go online, go to community. It's nothing wrong with community college.
Nothing.
Go work in my office, because I work from home. You got to go there.
Okay.
You know, but aside from that, I did get divorced. I was with their dad for 17 years, married for 10 and a half years. And whereas at the time, my daughters were a little bit younger, Cam was with him the longest.
Okay.
So about a kid that's 16, 17 years old.
Teenager.
Through a divorce, his parents are splitting up.
Okay.
I think also as a mom, I had to take care of his emotional needs as well. And so he wasn't prepared. And he felt like he wanted to be here to experience, if that was therapy for him, then I'm gonna support him in that. But he wasn't just playing video games, laying in bed. No, ma'am.
See, people always assume. Let me. This is a side note, and I'm not just. I'm sorry if this was another race. How many races over the years that were not black? I'm just gonna be real. Have decided to take a year off to get to know themselves. So why would this be such an unusual situation? I thought of it as
the skip year. What a skip year.
I mean, people do it all the time, but it's like we do something. It's like, oh, letting your son. I didn't agree with that. I'm just gonna give my opinion. I didn't, because I have sons that are doing school at home, so I can identify. My son and my daughter go to college at home, and they're gonna finish their year out at home. I'm still not covered with the coronavirus, so they can come for me too. I don't care.
Right.
Another comment in the chat from Little Baby says, do you think some people were forced by production to portray a certain character other than themselves, or do you believe it was all them? That's a good question.
So, okay, so this is who these people are. This is who they are. Now, whereas, sometimes production has a hand with, the environmental things, it's totally unscripted, but I could say it's provoked. You know what I mean? So the responses you're getting out of these people, that's them. That's all of them.
Okay.
However, it might be a situational thing that elevates them to act that way.
Somebody's kind of whispering in their ear saying, "Hey, did you know that last night they went out or whatever?" I'm just making up something, and then all of a sudden, your mind, you're thinking, "Wait a minute, I just saw him this morning. He didn't tell me that." Then it provokes. Well, it doesn't provoke you, but you in your mind, you're like, "Okay, so I'm gonna ask him." Why did you not tell me you went out last night? I can see that happening. I heard a little bit about that last year from the other cast, but also to hear from you to confirm it. That's what people in the chat or viewers are asking because they feel like, is it production? Is it fake? Or is it both? You know what I'm saying?
It's real. Listen, we done filming. I see these people out in the streets, honey. This is them. They might be turned up a little more right now. Like it's a whole nother.
Somebody says, can you tell us who plans the date activities? Is it production or the guy or woman? So this is the first year to get to do activity. Last year was a COVID, so right. they want to see.
So we do give our ideas of where we want to go on dates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all do give the idea. So a lot of the dates that we'll see this year, is this a collaboration of the cast giving their ideas about where y'all should, because it's Houston.
Right.
Is production from Houston or are they from everywhere?
They're from everywhere.
Okay.
One thing I will say about this production team and the company, they really we can give all the ideas that they want, but they made it a focus to make sure that they took us to minority-owned businesses, Black-owned businesses, woman-owned businesses, that we had our dates in these different venues just to be true to, us as a people and us as a culture. So I really respect that.
Wow. Because not every company is doing that as far as Black-owned businesses. So shout out to Own Network and the like. That's awesome because you don't really hear that often.
That's big because Houston has some really, really fancy and well-known places that they could have went and glamorized and fell right into it, but they made it a point to bring it home, to places that we actually do frequent all the time and give a little attention and a little love to these minority and Black and women-owned businesses. So I was happy. I was exceptionally happy.
Somebody in the chat, now look, I was trying to avoid. Look, I told Troy the other day, I said, don't hate me. Because when I do my commentary, I put flies around Troy. If y'all have not seen. So somebody in the chat.
The dust storm with the flies.
You said what?
Yeah, the dust storm of flies.
So Troy is really putting his mouth all over people. Because it's looking like, I know you said that the production does something, but you guys are doing y'all set at the end of the day, so we can't just blame it on production. I mean, it's showing him.
Let me tell you how I was looking Friday night. I was clutching my pearl. He did not. Let me tell you, them little hot lips did not plant on this cheek or that one either. So,
wait a minute, y'all. Let's give her a boom on that one, y'all.
He knew exactly where them lips not go.
It was just the way she said it. She said, so it's okay. Because look, I always say there's a villain or there's an angel or whatever, as far as not trying to, but you kind of get put in a box a little bit, I feel like. So Troy turned out to be the villain of the show. He, not the villain, but the bad guy. Kind of.
Let me tell you, okay, so this is what blows me, okay? Because he's so smooth with it, though. Troy will be in front of you, and you get lost in the sauce real quick. he's so smooth, like smooth criminal. Like Troy is really cool. He's a cool dude. Like he's cool to hang out with. So
Right.
he's just Rico Suave, like Suave. That's the song that need to play whenever he walk in.
See, I've been trying to find like a thing. The reason why, okay, let me say this. I said it before. The reason because someone said, why you put fly? I put flies because old school when my auntie was talking about dogs, as far as men who do, too much, you think about dogs. They say you go to bed with fleas or something like that. I can't remember the whole thing, but
the dogs, we wake up with them fleas.
So whenever I talk about Troy, I always show the flies because every time an episode comes on, that's what he gives me, and I'm just like, bro. And I said Joel does the same thing, but it's not as extreme as Troy. What I mean by that is that Joel's very smooth with his as well, but he's not everywhere. Troy is everywhere. He'll be with somebody, and I saw him looking at somebody else, and I was like, the whole thing with Amber, I'm like, bro.
Yes, and then let's go have a baby. Wow.
And I said, you said you wanted to go to Paris with Andrea, but yet she got sent home the same day. I'm like, what is up with that? See how ladies get to, you can't really know what the men are thinking, and I know it goes vice versa.
Oh, but you know what they saying.
Okay, but when they go into a little group huddle and like, I think, but I just saw you up on her, but yet you said she should go home. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, that makes it hard on you guys. You think you're feeling him, he's feeling you. When he goes in the back room talking to the nephew Tom, he's like, oh, I don't like her. I'm like, wait a minute.
Because at a certain point, if you're not somebody's number one, you gotta go.
Wow. So pretty much you got to be somebody number one in order to not be put in the elimination circle.
Right.
And that sounds very difficult too, because you don't. I'm saying the ladies and the gents. You're not gonna know. You might think this is a good conversation, but then when they go behind closed doors, they're saying she was too aggressive. I don't like how she was talking to me or moving or whatever it is. Now, can you give me? And I'm not trying to put you in no type position. You can't answer. It's fine. Can you give me your tops as far as the guys, or are you not able to say that
at this moment where we are in this moment? My tops are like, I told Tommy got on to me because I said, Tommy, everybody number two until they're number one. He was like, pick one.
Period though. Period.
You know I'm gangster with it. Until you jump up and snatch me up, then y'all some number two. But at this point, at this point, my tops are Pawpaw, AJ, and Joel.
Okay. So this week,
I'm kind of like where I am right now on the show. I'm kind of feeling David too, but I'm on the fence with David because for David, for me, it's really hard where we are in the show.
Yeah.
At this moment, it's really hard for me to distinguish between him talking and who he is. Does that make sense?
It does. It makes a lot of sense. Because David, to me, I put him like and I mean, not necessarily, I don't want to put Christian man, but he speaks a lot. A God-fearing man, I guess I'll say that, because of the way he speaks about church, and it's not like he harps on or anything, but he'll speak and say things like, well, he's a very God-fearing man, and I know that him and Liz had a connection because of that. But then I said, is he going to be focused only on Liz because of that? And there's other women I believe that are interested in him, and that's me. I know we haven't seen the third or fourth episode, but as viewers, we say, yes, we want to see couples and everything else. But to me, from last year and the year before, I don't want to see couples too fast because I've seen how that kind of turns bad. If you focus too much on one person, then the other people use it as a ploy. Well, she didn't talk to me. She only talked to him. So yeah, So to me, I talk to everybody. I would talk to everybody every day, even the ones I thought I'm not feeling that much, just to keep my name out the elimination circle.
Well, that's how it is. But then the fakery, baby. I probably talk to like all the guys.
Okay.
We all talk in text. All the ladies, all the guys, we all talk in text every day. So sometimes, I can understand why Ida felt the way she felt because they've probably been texting her and calling her since the day before. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Andrea, I can see why she felt the way she felt, because she was like, oh, so nobody? Because y'all lighting us up on the back end, baby.
Wow, that's what I call the gray area. That's the area I call everything is black and white. And so I say the gray area is the text messages, the seeing things that are not on camera that we don't know about, is the rub. We won't really hear. I won't let us hear in that stuff. Let's people reveal an interview later on or whatever. I know that's probably not going to, but the reunion is where all that will come out. Like, because Ida's anger, to me, the passion that she had, I felt it as a viewer.
It's right. It's
as
just
a woman. I did.
I've hung out. I don't like the way everybody. I know they looking like Ida did Stacy wrong, blah 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 blah. But I feel like, I mean, as I explained, we only have a short amount of time to get to know people. So that if she had said earlier, like when I was watching it, she thought AJ was cute. That might have been her number one at the time. So I can understand why she was coming to try to butt in now. But I had just snatched AJ up, so I'm like, yeah, I don't want to share him either. Like we'll split him in half. You can have the top part of the good boy. I'll take the bottom half. Whatever. How we want to break up this.
Right. Look. At the end of the day, it's
the whole thing.
I mean, it is a well, okay, I say it's dating, but at the end of the day, it is a competition, whether we want to admit that or not. Even outside of a show, if it's 2 or 3 girls going after one guy, you think they're not competing? It's a competition. Even though you have love for the women, you still got to look out for yourself at the end of the day, because you can't be like, oh, I'm trying to be friends with everybody else, because it's not called a friend show. It's Are you ready to love? So I could understand your point by saying that, but when I say about the Ida thing, from what you're just filling in the gaps, I can see why the two ladies were looking like. And even I talked to Khalil, you know, he felt kind of like he didn't have enough time, and I said, well, what happened? You know,
I couldn't even remember Khalil. I couldn't remember his name.
Oh wow!
That's how quick it was that I met him. Like in Khalil's defense, like it was after the fact. Like when he was being eliminated, I was like, damn, that's his name. Because it was just so brief and so quick that I couldn't remember him. I didn't even know he was a teacher. Like I'm learning he's a teacher when y'all learning. I'm like, damn, like I had no idea. I didn't have the opportunity. So like I just wish we would have gotten through at least one day. And then let 4 people get eliminated at the brunch. But at least let us make it through the first night so we can figure out a little bit about somebody.
Are they going to continue with this double elimination, or was that for? And if you can't tell me, that's fine, because it's like the first 2 episodes we're getting 2-2, and I'm like, they can't do that the whole season. The season be over in like 3 weeks.
No, I'm not sure.
Because they're doing these 2-2, and I said maybe they're just doing it because they're trying to cut down a little bit. You know, because a lot of shows do that in the beginning. They might do a double elimination. The first 2 episodes kind of cut down, but I was curious about that. Somebody said. Some folks felt that you did the same thing as Ida. You stole him away from Andrea, and then Ida came and butted in on you and AJ.
Well, AJ, in AJ's defense, he was looking bored.
Oh, snap.
He was like, I need a lifeline.
Not the lifeline.
And it was like, and my conversation was over, so it was like is that the tea?
Yeah. Whenever I put that up there, like I haven't used it in a while, but I'd be like just putting like the tea like this. That was some tea. That was some tea.
I gotta be quiet for it.
It's understandable. Look, you see, she's very real. She's too real. Like she's a reality show, but I can tell that they probably try to keep her that little Jenny. Like, okay, Stacy, because I know you're gonna just say whatever.
No. Like I don't spill any secret, anything. I'm totally by the book, but I don't understand some shit. So at that moment, it was we were rotating, remember?
Right.
And I saw AJ and I was like, I didn't get to speak to dude all day. Like we were kind of chit-chatting like and stuff. But I was like, okay, this is my opportunity. And he was looking like he was watching paint dry.
Not paint dry. Oh Jesus. I heard that so long.
I said, come on. And I said it nice. I was like, excuse me, do you mind if I borrow him for a moment? So
You did say it nicely. Nobody said she would be called Smooth Criminal. I try to give everybody a nickname, and I know that I call KJ New Max Sauce. So Stacy's name, guys, when I say Smooth Criminal, y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't mean in a bad way, but I'm saying Smooth Criminal because she's smooth, man. I'm telling y'all. If y'all didn't see her with at the little food thing when she was like, "I'm gonna come over here real quick," I was like, "Bro." KJ just kept using.
Please, listen, I use my other voice on that one. Excuse me, do you mind if I borrow him for a little moment?
Not the other voice.
The other voice.
Oh my God. Oh, she got my stomach hurting. Oh, well, she keeping it real though. I mean, she's keeping it 100%. So I mean, I can't. Somebody said paint dry. Look, bro, I haven't heard that so long.
Yeah, and y'all know that's some shit if the paint dry. You like
Facts. It's like, let me help you out. Hey, cuckoo, you know.
woohoo! Here I go.
Oh my God. Oh Jesus Christ. I love interviews like this. It just makes me laugh the whole time. You're funny. You're funny. I really think that your personality and everything, if they don't have her with somebody, I swear her smile, her personality, she's funny. And think about it, yes, she's beautiful, but she's really down to earth. She's real just chill. I could just see myself drinking a cold beer with her on the edge of some, just chilling outside. I don't know if drinking beer. I do drink beer. So
I drink beer with crawfish.
With who?
With
crawfish? Okay, I'm from Louisiana too, so we can do that as well. Okay.
Girl, 2,000 a minute.
See, I'm telling you, this whole entire cast is everything to me. Anybody in the chat have any more questions before I let her go?
Well, hold up. This is what I want to talk about.
Yes, ma'am.
I was reading one of these things the other day, and this somebody made a comment. Well, Ida had to come move in because Stacy has the personality of a rock.
What? Look, the comment I just got. A comment that just put in my chat right when you said that. Before you said that, Stacy is hilarious. She is
a rock, though.
I don't get it. I didn't even get that from you. I'm lost. Somebody is putting in the chat, right? I want to hang with Stacy whenever I decide to make my way to Houston. Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Because we have a good time.
I don't know who said that, but they was not watching the same show we were watching.
No.
Because Stacy gives like a lot of homegirl vibe. Let's chill. It's probably female. Let's chill, hang out. I'm in the kitchen cooking. The kids playing outside. She seems very down to earth. Period.
Y'all go ahead. Y'all see us in here playing spades. Go ahead.
Oh, exactly. Look. I'm a griller. I'll be in the back with the grill with my cold beer while you have your wine or whatever else you drink, and I have the chicken. And look, I'll cook a whole turkey on the grill in a minute. I swear to God. I'm a female that will grill. Females get scared of fire. I'll be out there with the grill all day. It don't bother me.
Girl, you don't want none of my ribs.
Not the ribs. Now, I haven't made ribs in a long time. The last ones I made, my son, they tore it up because it broke up I couldn't even cut it.
Melting your mouth, girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I'm telling y'all, Houston, Texas is where it's at, period, point blank. I'm so happy that they came. I know they do it 2 years at a time. I'm really happy that you guys were chosen as the cast. You guys are everything. You guys have shown me so much love. Stacy, you included on that.
Thank you.
No, you have. I'm a small blogger, so I'm letting you guys know when I hit her up, she was so genuine from the jump.
Well, I was like, girl, what's up? We all out here trying to make it.
Exactly. So,
where are you from in Louisiana, though?
I'm from Natchitoches. It's a small town out of Shreveport.
I know. That's up there by Alexandria, Natchitoches.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Very small town. It's where the meat pies and the festival is every year, which I haven't been by I guess it's been almost 2 years, a year, because the last time I went was right before the COVID happened, and then I lost my cousin. We went back down there for the funeral in the beginning of the year. And then when we came back, the COVID hit. So I haven't traveled or anything since that time. I'm too scared to do that.
I grew up a good bit of my life in Slidell.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
See, me and you?
So
okay.
Girl, I play in the bayou. I swim out there in the mud.
See, now she done got some cool points just on that alone. Somebody said in the chat, wait a minute, I'm sorry. What are some things? What's some things that you have taken away from the type of dating experience? Good question. I was going to ask that last. That's a good question.
So what I've taken away from this, and it's like an oxymoron, like don't give too much and don't give too little.
Mm.
Because we only have a certain amount of time, and some people aren't worthy of giving them a little bit more. And then some people you do need to give more. So
Right.
just finding what did I take away from this experience is find that balance with whomever you're dealing with right away, so that you can know how to manage it and how to navigate that relationship with that person.
Would you do another reality show, not necessarily a dating show? And I mentioned the Big Brother thing because you say you did the Survivor and or Amazing Race. I'm sorry, Amazing Race, and it's another competition show. Would you do another one?
I would. You know why? Because I feel like, I've been through a lot, coming off a divorce and raising kids and, just so much that life throws at us, that this experience has really like brought out something in me, like this creative side of me. And I don't exactly know what it is. Like I can't exactly touch it to tell you what it is, but it's like I want more of it. And like I really enjoy, everything that's come along with it. So I would definitely do more and put myself out there more.
I'm gonna support you 100%. If you go on another reality show, I'll be the first one to say I had her on here. Okay,
Girl,
people.
I want to be on Queen Sugar.
You said what now? Say it again.
I want to be on Queen Sugar. Can I be a Creole girl on Queen Sugar?
Oh, you know what? I just said I want to walk on. Just to say I'm a Louisiana blogger and I just talk about the show. I just want to walk on one time. I swear, even if I'm just in the background folding up a shirt, I just want to be on the camera. Just
girl. I'm a real Creole girl from the area, please.
You need to be hitting people up because you already are out there. You already are out there in as far as your face, your name, and everything else. This is the opportunity to strike it while it's hot. And I will share anything you tell me. Look, girl, I'm going to be over here. I'll watch it. Look, y'all go check out my girl, Stacy. Please let me know if you do anything with Queen Sugar or any other reality show. I don't think anything.
Y'all be the first ones to know.
I don't know if anything's coming up. Big Brother is the only one that's coming out that I know of. They're still signing up. The FYI, they're still signing up for the next season. So,
girl, look how my daughter then came and stole my Mr. Dream Boy and I ate it.
I hear some background. I
was like, y'all better not say nothing.
Let me tell you something. It's been many times I'm doing a upload or something, and here come my son with headphones on, bopping, coming to get some milk. Cause we got like a refrigerator out here. Like I'm like, y'all know I'm doing a live, and I'll let it stay in there. I'm like, I'm not changing nothing. I said, whatever happens, y'all know me. I got kids. It is what it is. So somebody, one more question in the chat that I'm gonna oh no, that question. It says, yes, I'm rooting for Stacy too. She's so nice in real life. 100%. 100%. Everybody's video said I'm rooting for you, Stacy, to find love. I hope that she does. I think that she deserves her kids, the whole everybody. I think that would be nice if she did have somebody she was dating.
Girl, and come say hey to these people.
Who had the baby?
Girl, come get her.
What's up, little mama? Oh, that hair. Oh my God, she's so cute. Oh, I love of course, I love glasses. I'm not going to your front, but anyway, she's so cute.
Don't be shy now. You've been stomping all around. She been stomping all around here.
Hey, mama, let's give me a wave, baby. If you ain't gonna say nothing, what she say?
Say it loud. Hi.
Hey. Oh, no, with the little attitude behind it. Okay, diva.
Let me see. So are you excited about mommy finding a boyfriend? Tell the truth. How you be in here? Yeah, all right.
What she say? Quit acting shy. Everybody in the chat is saying you are very pretty. Look on the screen. Everybody saying she's very pretty, and you are gorgeous and beautiful hair. Look at her. What are you doing right now, mama? What you doing back there hiding behind mama? What you doing?
She needs to be in class. Go to school.
Oh, yeah, mine in class too. I need to go check on him in a minute. Look at her. Are you on a break? As my son tells me.
No.
He be on the break, but I hear him on the phone looking at somebody. I said, who you texting? I thought you were doing school. Oh, we took a break. I said, let me call the teacher real quick. No, I'm back in class. Look, y'all, this is one of my it's gonna be one of my favorite interviews that I had with Miss Stacy. Even got the baby coming in here watching now, like, who in the world is she talking to? So everyone that's in the chat, y'all show Stacy love on post her Instagram in the bottom of this live. Once I'm done with it, I will post her Instagram and Twitter. I'm following you on Facebook, but like I told you, I hit you about it says pending. So I'm gonna post all your social media under here so you can see it. You gotta make sure you follow Stacy, please, and support her 100% because she is super awesome, and we want to make sure we check her out on Friday. Every Friday we have Ready to Love on OWN Network. If you have the OWN app, you can catch full episodes and you can binge it. I'm telling you, if you miss it, because I get it. Trust me. You can watch all full episodes right now on the OWN Network. So go and subscribe, please. Thank you, Mama, for coming on. I appreciate you coming on. I really had a good time. I did.
Girl, I had a great time with you, and thanks all of you guys for complimenting my sweet little baby.
Yeah, she's super cute. Look, I watch the 10 years. You can see her on YouTube or something. All right, guys, we about to be out of here. You guys stay safe out there. Please wear your mask. Y'all know I got vaccinated. I got my second shot. It took me out for a couple of days. I'm back again. I'm okay. So I'm still an advocate for the vaccination. Please, I want everybody to be safe out there. Wear your mask and just be careful. With that being said, this is the end.